days ago, in Poompuhar, a tidal wave not unlike a tsunami washed away hundreds of Chettiar homes and drove the community out of their hometown. In keeping with their wishes, a Pandya king gave the Natukotte Chettiars, so named for their fort-like mansions, 9 villages. They settled in the arid, landlocked plains and named it Chettinad. Centuries have passed, but even today, every traditional Chettiar home is built on a raised platform and at a safe distance from the one element this prosperous trading community feared most: water. Chettinad, the hometown of the Natukotte Chettiars, was once a dry and bleak landscape, which they turned into a country of sensory delights with cuisine, architecture and culture. To experience royalty in Chettinad, one needs to simply set foot inside. It's because of the merit, wealth and philanthropy of the Chettiars that the British chose to honor one of them with the title of Raja. A banker, an owner of rubber and coffee estates with businesses in Africa, Malaysia, Burma and Sri Lanka, Raja Sir Annamalai Chettiar had a vision for the country and for his people: education. On his return to his homeland, he founded half a dozen colleges and the prestigious Annamalai University in Chidambaram. The knighthood and title of Raja conferred on him by the British in 1929 was seen in the eyes of his community as a deserved recognition for the most respected and wealthy member among them. It was a title that could be inherited by the direct descendants to him who were already born, and one that the larger Chettiar community considered an honor to their own. Annamalai Chettiar also had a love for construction, and his home palace has become a picture postcard image, synonymous almost with Chettinad itself, since it is in many ways an archetype of the distinct template of the Chettiar home. In every old Chettiar home, the front entrance and the back door are perfectly aligned, so you have a long, uninterrupted view. This being Raja Sir Annamalai Chettiar's house, by the time we start walking at this end and finish at the other end, we would have traversed the length of an entire street. Let's go. It is like walking a path that represents an entire tradition of home building and homemaking by a community that have a deep love for art, a canniness in commerce, and a worldview that is at once traditional and cosmopolitan. As the Chettiars travelled overseas and came into wealth, they had both the desire and the capability of borrowing heavily from European aesthetics. Traditional structures like wooden pillars of Burmese teak came to be replaced by imported granite. And then came the favorite addition that is quintessential Chettinad: tiles. Imported from Italy, Japan and China, the effect was often gaudy, garish and confused. With borrowed ideas of beauty perfectly copied by expert local craftsmen, providing the best way for moneyed people to spend, outdo each other and also create a standout style of their own. But of all the homes, it is the Chettinad Palace and a few others like it which to me stood out as the epitome of good taste and nothing to prove elegance. The perfect setting to daydream about what a lazy afternoon here in the days gone by might have looked like. In a sunny courtyard in the women's wing, among checkered saris of every color, lost in a pleasant pastime like a game of balangri. that was a pleasant prequel to my meeting with Chettinad's own Kumar Rani, very much a modern woman of substance.
Namaskara, Kumar Rani.
Kanna, how are you?
Very well. I've been looking at Chettinad Palace and taking it all in.
I'm so happy you've come to Chettinad. This is the place where I was born, this home. This is my grandfather's home, mummy's father's home. Later on, I got married to the grandson. In the past, it was always the first preference to marry cousins.
It was your grandfather, perhaps the wealthiest among the community?
At that time, yes, because he had a large business house. You see, my grandfather, though he didn't enter the portals of a college, I guess at that age and time, it was his vision for our country, what he can do. He started offices in Burma, Saigon, Indonesia, Malaysia, and the very name Chetti means lending, money lenders. So we were bankers right through.